I'm from Tariya Group. We are a travel company. So one of our core values has been to encourage travel from the diaspora into the continent. So we have a group that's come here for a birthday party. But we always package the group in such a way that there is an investment day that people can go out and see the various investments. We don't only work here, we work in Morocco, we work in Kigali as well. So this is our core package. Our core package is to make sure that people from the diaspora coming into the continent to enjoy themselves, but to be able to see the opportunities that are existing within the continent.
Started doing construction, basic construction, building for people like yourselves. You know the story if you're from Africa. Send your money back home, your relatives will end up giving you pictures and then you'll never get the house.
Yes.
We've done about 4 or 5 estates in Gambia since then. But I also had realized that Gambia is too small for my vision. So I decided to venture out. And I tell people all the time, because people think that I have a Midas touch, that anything I touch succeeds. But my failures are much more. An entrepreneur fails more than he succeeds. But one success is the one that gets blown up. In 2012, I went to Nigeria. I was invited by the state government in Port Harcourt to develop 1,200 units. And very challenging, swampy land, we're going to give you a brochure, you'll say it. And it was almost impossible, but we made it happen. So we delivered 1,200 units there in 2012. We went in, and within 6 years or so, it was delivered. So from then, obviously, those of you who follow me, Woody Meyer interviewed me in Port Harcourt, and it went viral. So everybody, wow, who's this guy? So government started reaching out. But before then, we registered in 8 African countries. But what we do when we get into countries, we have the metrics that we need to tick the boxes. First, most important is the political climate. Because these days, because of all this thing about democracy, there's a circle of about 4 or 5 years. And after 4 or 5 years, things can just change from east to west. Complete change of policy. They want to go back and look into agreements, the things that we have signed. And some of the projects that we do, really their lifetime is much more than 4 or 5 years. So I have very young, talented and committed Africans running the business. But I trust them. They've worked with me, they've proven themselves as human beings that they can be trusted.
Yes.
So our biggest project, I'm not there full time. I have trained staff that have worked with me over a decade and they're running the job.
All of us here are originally from Cameroon, but we live in the US and in the UK. Do you have any package where people can, if they want to get it, buy and maybe pay incrementally?
Spread payment, if you
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. For now, we have what I would call short payment plans.
Okay.
We do 2 types of development. One is a completely finished unit, as you will see. But recently, we had gone down to selling sites and services where they buy the land, it's all service, you get your title, and then you build for yourself later. But for people like yourselves, that you are not Gambian, you're non-Gambian, and then also I doubt if you have the time to now come and build for yourself.
Yes.
So what is in the pipeline? We're talking to EcoBank on a diaspora mortgage. 2 years you can have your house built, finished and delivered.
And that's interest-free.
Interest-free, beautiful.
What's the climate like in Gambia for buying a property to actually rent out?
Yeah, the demand is more on our old development. Like Dalaba, there's a demand, and Brookwood here, there's a demand here. Obviously, because it is of close proximity, to where people are or where they're working. And returns on here, do you guys know the returns on?
Yes, the rental return annually is between 7 to 10%.
Okay.
Yeah, on rentals. And we've seen short-term and long-term. We have relationships with embassies and offices that want to house their staff. So we had good relationships where we can rent out some of these properties. But as Miami already said, in TAF City. We've rented a few in Ghana, which is the completed estate, but the demand is not as high as the ones that are already fully developed, which is Beaufort and in Gambia.
How do you structure the fundamental integrity of the company vis-a-vis a potential government unrest or change in the government?
In TAF City, to start with, that's 100% owned. We bought the land. Yeah. So it's not given to us by government. We bought it from the community and we've tidied up all the papers. We have ownership. All land is state land. So when you buy from the community, you have to now go back to government to issue a lease of 99 years, which is renewable. So that's what we do. We have title, and then out of the title, we make an assignment. Anytime we sell you, we do an assignment approved by the ministry.
For us who are from Cameroon with an active lifestyle and coming from out there, from the United States, trying to relocate into Gambia, just talk a little bit about it and give us maybe some examples that you have.
I mean, this is not only to people of different nationalities that are trying to come into Gambia, but even Gambians who live abroad, when they ask for such advice coming back home, I ask them to take one thing at a time. So yes, you should be committed to come, but have a plan. And always have a plan A, B, and C. Something can go wrong and we have to change. But in general, like everything in life, my advice is to take one thing at a time. For example, if one is interested in relocating first, like getting a property or getting a parcel of land, and have a plan maybe over a period, over 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you know, and even some, I still tell them that don't pack everything and leave. In case something goes wrong, you should have something to fall back to.
We're welcoming people, investors to come in, whatever business you want to bring in, as long as we see a good business plan and actually physical plans to get it done, we'll partner up and get it done for you. We have some sample houses that are open, you can go in. So we had to get our own water supply, and this is normal for us. Even in Beaufort, where we just left, by the time we started that project, the government hadn't got there yet. So we did all the infrastructure, and they took it over once they reached there. So with this, that's where access control happens, and we have our CCTVs in there. So this is the first cluster of the residential area. So this is Bena, then you have Didi Estate, and then you have Saba here on your left.
So your access is limited per estate?
Yes.
You cannot just go to the other estate without permission?
No, the whole plan, when everything is done. Right now, we haven't enforced it just yet because we're still building. But that is the plan. Welcome to Bena Estate. So this one is one of our sample houses that is furnished. It's actually for sale now. We usually do this in every development we started. We take 1 or 2 houses that we just keep as a company house or a show house.
Solar energy, water is everywhere. Trees, plants, and flowers everywhere. Planting trees.
So it's a bigger plot. Yeah. I believe it's about 500 and something square meters.
You feel the love of Africa in TAF City. Art, sports, and culture in TAF City. A place to work and bring TAF City. TAF City.
Here today.
Just moving ready.
Moving ready. All your luggage. They're all en suite. Yes, all you need is your bags, clothes. That's all you need.